Right. Time for another fight. Let's go. We have a Grand Fur, a Mighty Leap. A card bearing the sigil will block an opposing creature bearing the airborne sigil. Very good. We're going to take a squirrel, sack it for a cat. Right, and then with the cat in play, we're going to go ahead and hit our button. Wow, okay, that's not great. How much health does that grizzly have? 6? Okay. So we just have to go straight for a river snapper. We're going to go ahead and sacrifice these two and play the snapper in the corner there. Right, and that's really all we can do here. So I believe that in this moment we should draw. Okay, great, we have a cat. That's wonderful. We'll sacrifice the cat for the cat, and we'll end the turn. Perfect. And we're going to go ahead and draw again. There's a way out for both of us. It's somewhere in this foul cabin. Be silent, or I will tear you to shreds. This monster's really not liking me talk to this guy at all. So I'll go ahead and play the stoat. This spot? You sure? Yeah. Oh. I guess not. Oops. Oops. Let's play our wolf here. Right, it looks like he doesn't have any more monsters to come out, so that's good. Right. We have the option of no choice to begin with, but then we have a backpack and we have a campfire. Now the campfire increased the power by 1 of one of my creatures, but I don't think we've done a backpack yet. So let's go ahead over here. We have a sparrow, we have an adder, and we have a raven, the conniving raven, a blight upon the skies. I think I'm going with the adder this time. Let's take a look. What's in the bag? Its bleeding yields 3 blood if you can ignore the bleeding. A gust from this may lift your creatures into the air for 1 turn. Go for the gust. This is like a D&D master who is also just an evil, like, creature, I guess. I don't know. An evil creature who is your D&D master. That's what we're dealing with here. Mechanic, here we go. The trees seemed to close in around you. As a chill mist descended, in the distance you could hear the clinking of metal on stone. A hobbled figure stood in your path. Yeehaw! 'Twas the prospector! What do we have? He's got a pack mule. Sprinter. At the end of the owner's turn, a card bearing the sigil will move in the direction inscribed in the sigil, so he moves to the right. I'm going to play our squirrel in the second slot. I do believe we're going to go ahead and play the wolf in our second slot. Okay, the cat's dead now. It's not a great card for us to draw. We drew the river snapper, which requires 2 sacrifices. Now I could bust this open here. A squirrel doesn't do anything for me though, unfortunately. And the black goat kind of just dies. I want to try it out. Oh wait, it requires a sack. I'm so stupid. Oh, I lost. Uh-oh. More gold for me. Uh-oh. Oh, no. What's this? You aren't dead yet. This isn't purgatory. Though you may think of it that way, before you expire, I must ask you a favor. I would like a memento. Your very own death card. It's quite plain at the moment, isn't it? We will work together to amend that. I want this to be the perfect memento of you. Here are some cards from your mediocre deck. We can put them to good use. Please choose a card to draw the cost from. Cost of 2 blood from the adder. And another. This time I will use its power and health. The numbers. Power and 2 health from the wolf. Now choose a card from which we will extract the sigils. A sigil of many lives from the cat. I never did ask your name. Don't judge me. There is now but one final matter. The portrait. Ready? Do not need to smile.
Throwing flashbang.
Here we go again. Another challenger. Perhaps it is time. Perhaps you can understand bones. The resourceful possum costs 2 bones. You gain a bone when one of your creatures perishes for any reason. So it's basically a sacrifice, but we also have it as a secondary currency. From the death of your creature, you've gained a bone. You will not lose this until it is spent or the battle ends. Well, so we go ahead and pop a squirrel down. And we'll go ahead and pop another squirrel down to play our wolf. Go right there. We're going to go ahead and grab another squirrel here. We're going to play our possum. We're going to play the squirrel. And at the end of our turn, we should have the victory. Not quite for some reason. Okay, that's fine. The bullfrog coming in. That's lovely. How brutal of you. You dealt me more damage than you needed to win. However, in my game, such feats are rewarded. To be precise, a tooth to keep for each damage dealt. The trapper may be interested in your spoils. We have the trapper. I guess that's a merchant of some kind? I forgot your figurine. Get up and fetch it for me. It's beside the safe. Let us continue. Right. The meager coyote, but what did you expect for only 4 bones? The nefarious rattler, a brittle creature, once past its monstrous fangs. The unkillable cockroach, it returns to your hand after dying. We'll go for the rattler. I don't really like cockroaches all that much, I'll be honest with you. Are you smart or something? He usually doesn't even bother teaching about bones. Alright, here's a tip. I saw a past victim writing a passcode in the rulebook. 273. 273. Alright, don't let me forget 273. See the way this is going. I concede. You may accept my surrender, or you may finish this match the slow way. I accept your surrender. If you desire it, you may stand now. It will allow me time to plan, but do keep your hands off my possessions. 2, 7, 3.